Hello everyone. So today we are going to study how to work on show method using Laravel. Fine. So this is a partial resource one. So with this thing I'll be starting with step 1, that is creating the route in web.php, creating the show method in controller, creating the model object for fetching the particular record. Then we will be creating the view for displaying the output. With this, I'll be concluding with passing the object to the view, and this view passed object to the view will be used to check if the output is working properly or not. And that's it. That's the 6 steps. But the 7th step, that is optional, you can create a recent post for columns, fine, inside the view. Okay, so that's all. Let's get started. With this, I'm coming back to the point with a get method, that is I'm getting the data from the server, fine. So server to user, it's get method, you can see it upstairs, fine. So post controller class, that is show, and with this I'm going to say that let's create a show method with the named route as posts.show. Okay, I'm going to use post controller class for this method, fine. And over here inside the post controller I am going to have a function, and that is nothing but show. Sorry. Okay, so the first 2 steps are now completed. Voila. Okay, so now we have another step, that is I'm going to pass the ID. This ID is nothing but I'm getting it from the route. Okay, so route will take care of passing the ID to me inside the show method. Okay, so let's print this ID first and the foremost thing. Over here I have not got any of the data, but for testing purpose it's okay to do with it. So if I type 1, we get 1. If I type 2, we get 2. Let's try 3, we get 3. So all in all I am getting all the IDs that I am typing. So if I type 4444, I am getting 4, and so on. So if I say that I want to find the ID, find the record of the following ID, then I am going to get it. And with this I am also going to create a view which will be inside the post folder. Okay, so let's get done. So over here I am returning the view, that is post.show, and now I am going to create a view. Fine. Still I haven't passed any of the data to my view. Fine. That will be my next step. As of now it's not done. Then I am going to create a content. Over here inside that layout I have created a yield that has a content, and with this I am going to say that column is multi-line. Fine, it should be columns, but it's okay. Column dot is 12. So first line consumes 12 different columns. Fine, that's what I wanted to say over here. And over here I'm going to say that inside the p tag it says the post will get displayed here. So let's give it a shot with a box inside it. Let's see if this is working or not. And if I refresh, yes, it's working. Fine. It's simple. With this I'm going to display one more stuff, that is has background white. I think so. Let's see if I can go with a blue. I don't know if it is going. No, it's not blue, but it should go with I forgot Balma. Yes, info, right? Info dark. Let's go with info dark, right? And has text white bees. Right? So these are the stylings that Balma offers, but okay, by mistakenly written info over here. Let's delete that. Okay, so refreshing it will give me the entire box with white color text. That's it. And now we are going to go for one more step, that is, let's have a column of 8 and the another column of 4. Why so? Because in the 8 column I'll be displaying the entire content of the post, and in the 4th column I'll be displaying the recent post. Fine. So let's create a post over here. With this I'm going to say that I want a p tag, paragraph tag of headline 3, that is my Bulma, fine, Bulma CSS. So with this I'm telling it that I want a class of 3, I want subtitle of also 3, and then one more step ahead I'll be saying the subtitle, it's inside the database, it's excerpt, and with this I'm also going with let's say body, and with this body text I'll be telling it to it that $post is nothing but my body. So this will display title, excerpt and body. Let's refresh and it will show an error. Fine. Why so? Because I have not got any of the post passed to my view. And also one more thing, even if I pass it, it will blow up. Why so? Because I do not have anything inside my database. Fine. You can see. Trying to get the property title, but I do not know what is title because it is not fetching any of the record. So for this ID to get created, we need to input some data into the database so that this error does not come up. Fine. You can also put some validation, but for this I am going to use, rather than typing any of the vulgar values inside this blog, I will be copy pasting it from Indian IT blog and creating a simple but beautiful subtitle, body and text. I'll be also checking it out, approximately 6 of the post I should copy it from this blog. Fine. Thanks to Indian IT who has written such a nice blog. Anyways, this is just for an example, not a paid promotion or any kind of promotion over here. Fine. I'm copying all the things out in a fast track mode so that I can cut the entire thing short. Fine. So 2 posts are done. With this I am going to use the 3rd post and randomly kept catching it up, any of the aspects that I am liking it over here. We have 3 different posts. Now with this I am also going to have the 3rd post and 4th post, copying the entire stuff and submitting it up. So 4 posts are there. Remember that these photos which are displayed are randomly generated photos which are getting displayed over here. They are not fetched from Indian IT. Fine. These are random generated. If you want to see, you can see my previous video how to generate the random photos. Okay, so every time I just refresh or submit the page, it will change the photo. Okay. So with this, I will be creating a show method, and yes, I have kept columns in the first line itself. Fine. In the 6th line I have columns, and one more stuff that I would like to introduce is all post goes here with 12 columns inside it, and let's see with good output inside it. Fine. Okay, so over here you can see no data is available. Yes, it is. If there are no data available, then it should show me no data available for index method. Yet show method I haven't created all these stuffs. But with this I am going to create is box with is background gray, and that's it for now. Fine. And let's say is text white. So if there are no data inside the databases, then it should show me no data available along with this stuff. Fine. Remember, I am creating all these things inside index method, or index.blade.php, and not inside the show.blade.php. Fine. So whenever anybody clicks on my title, they will be redirected to particular show method. So over here, if somebody says post slash, and then if somebody says I want the first ID, then it will go to first ID. If they say I want second ID, then it will redirect it to second ID, and so on and so forth. Let's see and test it. So if I click on Oracle, it's displaying it up. Okay, there is some typo error over here. Let me correct it. Yes, it's there. So now refreshing it will solve my problem. Okay, and there is this excerpt, that is subtitle, and I do not like something is fishy, but let's create it in a beautiful manner. I'm going to display two different types of break lines so as to discriminate or give a spacings between the subtitle and the body. Okay, so it's done. So if I go on with such a beautiful version of it, we will be getting all the things that are required. Fine. Okay, it's fantastically written, and you can see that I do not have to format because of CK editor. Fine. And now I'm going to go forward with recent 3 posts. Let's see if I can get it done. So recent 3 posts, over here I'm going to tell that I want 3 recent posts which are posted inside the database. So I'm going to use for each with recent post. Fine. I'm going to also pass this recent post variable, that is step number 7, which was optional. Over here I'll be using just title and nothing else. Fine. And over here I'll be using recent title, and let's see an output. I'm going to say that PHP artisan tinker, and tinker will solve my problems. Fine. Say for example I want recent post is equal to let's see post, and then if I say get, or if I say all, fine, then it will display me all the posts starting from ID 17 to ID 22. Fine, there are 6 posts starting from ID 17 to 22 with now over here if I say post, let me bring it to the middle, post select, I want just ID and title only. Fine. And if I say get me all the title and ID from the post, and if I press enter, you can see it has given it to me. Fine. Okay, so starting from ID 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. But if I say that kindly limit it to only say for example 3, so it will give me only the recent post, only all the posts that are with first three posts, but with latest it will give me the last 3 posts. Fine, you can see. Fine. So only limit will give you the first 3, and with latest it will give me the last ones. Fine. So over here I am saying that all the things that are being written by my model, that is post, will be stored in the recent post, and this recent post is now passed to the view. And over here if I refresh, it says recent post is not available or undefined. Let me see, because I have defined it, I defined it by mistakenly inside the index method. It should have been defined inside the show method. Typo error, logical typo error. Okay, so now over here I'm going to refresh, and okay, let's finish the entire column. And over here instead of column I am typing column sub, so that it does not have any issues with this displaying stuff. Okay, so now I'm saying it, let me have a notification, that is link fine, because I'm going to present a link over there and it has some good color also. So with this I'm saying that recent post, and then I'm going to have a paragraph tag with anchor tag inside it, so that if anybody clicks on it, it should redirect it. Over here I'm saying that recent posts title, and with ahref, that is posts slash, you can also use route method over here, which will be more convenient than this one. So if anybody clicks on it, fine, it will be getting redirected to the relevant post. And this, if I say limit to 5, so all the last 5 that are inserted will be displayed over here. But what if I say that let's bring notification inside this div tag, and let's see if it is working or not. Refreshing it will give me this type of view. So it depends on you which one you can take care of. So over here you can see that step 3, creating a model, is creating the object for the model is completed, creating the view for displaying the output is completed, passing the object to the view is completed, and checking all the outputs is also completed, along with optional step number 7. Fine. So this was it for today's lecture. Thank you all. Thank you for coming to the session. Do like, share, subscribe my channel. Bye bye.